Okay, so the idea here is to try to make a token with the back still intact. And to be a little honest, I'm a little hesitant to do this live because I actually tried to do this earlier and it worked too often. But we're gonna see if we can get it working with a really old card, 2011. This card is about obviously 10 years old, 11 years old now. So we're gonna see exactly what we're gonna do. So the thing we're gonna do is we're gonna just take a nice surface that we can work with. We're gonna put this here, and then we're gonna take the masking tape, and we are going to tape just at the black border. Okay. All right. Got that there. Then we're gonna tape it down, and it is very important that we use the masking tape. So that we are able to take it off. So to be completely honest, like I said, the last time I did this, it was strictly with a really old card. It was really old land. And I did a few, and I might show you the token I made that day. It was nice. We will do that. But first, we're going to tape up the one we do have. All right. We're going to make sure it's nice in there, and so we're going to take some acetone. A couple of cotton balls. That's the thing about it is that I done it a few times before, and it doesn't seem to want to work this last few times. But we're gonna try to do it live. We're gonna Bill O'Reilly the situation, and we're gonna do it live. So I have this nice soaked in acetone, 100% acetone. All right. So we have the soaked, and then we have our terramorphic expanse, and all we're doing, we're just gonna start going in circular motions all the way around. So I'll tell you guys I was doing it earlier, and what I ended up doing was actually ended up to start, but you can see it's the ink starting to come off. So now we're just gonna lay off, and we're gonna just keep going. Nice. Never staying in one spot for too long. And the problem is that this is really meticulous work, and I'm hoping that it just pays off, because like I said, it wasn't working too well earlier, and part of this is probably the most important part, you know, because you want a nice canvas, especially when maybe you're not as artistic, so you can't exactly hide the flaws in things, right? So I don't know if you can tell yet, but it's starting to come off. So you're starting to get a lot of the ink on the card, or off the card and onto the cotton swab. Like I said, you're just going in nice circles, and the reason that we taped it up is that we want to keep the black border. The black border is what we want because it just makes it look nice. Now I know that some people like to have a white border or what have you, or you can just, you know, blank out the whole thing. I know that it's possible that you can just get some nice double-sided tape and just do it across the board. I've done both things, and then just make sure you always change your cotton swabs. Let's get some more of that on here. Just try to make sure I keep everything away as much as possible. So again, just nice, even strokes all the way around. And then one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to just, you know, start giving like a forwards and backwards kind of type deal. So we're just going a nice circular motion again, not applying too much pressure, and as you can see, it's starting to very much come off. A lot in the center because it looks like we've been going a lot through the center, so we're gonna make our way around a lot. And again, the music you are hearing is provided by Studio Pete. Grab it in Spotify. Alright. You see, it's actually doing a pretty solid job coming off. We're just gonna keep going. And then not that it matters too much, but one thing about doing this is you always want to make sure that you choose a card. I don't know, it's gonna sound bad, but you always want to choose a card that sucks. Don't stay right there because it's just showing your chest on the thing. You can stand over here, but not right there. You want to just keep going and keep going. And as you can see, it's looking pretty alright. It's slowly but surely going away. Alright. Nice circular path. And like I said, you want to use a card that, yeah, like I said, that either super sucks and, you know, there's just, what can I say? There's just one of those cards, right? Terramorphic Expanse gets printed in every set now. Gets printed in every set, every commander set. And this one is from core set 11, and not to talk down on core sets, but core sets don't have, the lands aren't exactly the great, especially the common ones, right? So it'll actually be okay if you do that. Get some more acetone. And I do want to be very clear that when you do this, you don't want to use the acetone side too hard. Because, you know, remember, this is still paper. You know, it's cardboard. You want to just go softly. Get it nice and erased. Because remember, you're just trying to get the ink off. And you're going to do this slowly. I don't know if you can tell, but the words are already pretty much gone. The middle of the art, it's pretty much gone. You can't really even read words anymore. I can see the tab symbol. Let's see. You can still see Terramorphic Expanse, which is fine. Like I said, you want to just make sure and that one actually came off, so we're gonna reapply some good tape. That's one thing, yeah. If you go too hard on the edges, it's gonna start taking off the painter's tape. And by the way, I do want to make sure that you guys know you guys should always use like the good, nice, you know, the good, nice quality masking tape, because you are working with, you know, a liquid and you don't want it to leak into the thing. And again, if it does, it's also fine. I mean, again, you are literally about to paint on to this mini canvas, and doing so will, you know, inevitably almost. Let's see. On the edges, we're gonna go a little bit of a little side to side on the edges. Yeah, like I said, make sure you use a high quality masking tape, and then you won't run into this situation here. Slowly but surely. The worst part is getting out the edges here. Just... like I said, high quality tape is essential. The other thing that's essential is patience. 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 All right. We're gonna keep taping. All right. All right. Well, once the ink is coming off, you just gotta basically just clean off all the smudges. Also, one reason why you use lens is the first time may not come out exactly as you wanted, and you might have to do some practice. All right. So, and then the thing that you end up with is basically you want to end up with the border around while still having the back. And what you actually want to end up with is something that looks along the lines of this. You still have the magic back, and you have a completely blank front. And the perfect way that happened was, you remove the ink and then you have to just let it dry. You just have to let it dry, and after a while, it'll just kind of do its thing. And you'll have a perfectly good canvas. Another thing that a lot of people use, they like to use these cards for the double modal cards, or double-sided cards, basically. They still have the same back. And you get this border, but you can always paint it black. Put in the name, casting cost here. I would honestly venture to say using these would probably be the best bet. Number one, you make it completely obvious that it's a playtest card, and you make it more fun, right? So yeah, I'm actually a big fan of these. I would venture to say always use these. But today we are going to use the completely blank side. And then one thing we're going to be doing is, all right, guys, we're going to put in our canvas. We're going to line it up about here. Okay. And then we take our card. Put it right there. We're gonna once again take our tape and just, tape right above it, and then we're just gonna tape it down. And we're going to use slightly more exact lengths of tape. And the reason for that is that we are going to be using this paper around it, sort of a scratch paper, kind of test out colors, or jot down little dittos. So right now we just want to make sure that this stays in place, but in case we run with our paint, and by the way, we're using paint markers, in case we run with our paint, we can just kind of freely do our thing without worrying too much about the actual card and what it's going to look like at the end, because it's going to look great at the end. And the reason I say that is because it doesn't matter as long as you tried hard and you think it was awesome. And also, I'm over here just hedging my bets. So let me see. One thing that we will be doing, let's see. We're gonna first look up images of what a lotus even looks like. And Let's do that. This is what we have right over here. And if you can see it, that's what we're working with here. So generally what we're going to do is want to just kind of look at what we're doing. We're going to take a pencil and sort of just start sketching out some of the stuff that we're seeing. For example, let's see. We're going to draw the first, we're going to try just kind of freehand the first two so we have something of reference. So the first one just sort of have this big old kind of spade looking thing and it just kind of goes up. It has an equally looking one kind of going back down, but you know, okay. Kind of like a little upside down heart. Kind of goes onto the side. It kind of comes back. Oh, it has a little, they're kind of pointy, right? So they kind of just kind of come down. And this one has a little thing there. And then this one just kind of goes out. It's a little more elegant than that, but this one has a little peak, comes down, kind of goes up. A little lumpy, but you know, kind of it's gonna take on its own. It's gonna take on its own personality, if you will. Kind of get that there. That's there. And then we always just, you know, a nice little stem. Kind of coming down. You know, probably some kind of lily pad kind of situation there. Let's see. Another one that we're seeing over here. It's a little, kind of like a little narrower one. Okay. And then it just kind of branching out. Just, yeah, that's a little bit narrower than that. Yeah, that's a little bit narrower. Just kind of comes down, and everything joins at the bottom. This one comes out down at the bottom. Yeah, I think the trickiest part is that you always want to make sure that there's like a little peak at the end of everything. Everything sort of just kind of meets somewhere at the bottom. And kind of a little flower there. It goes out that way. This one kind of goes out that way. But then these are actually like little petal, not petals, but leaves. And then this only works when it's more of a solid coloring. And then we're going to see what we're going to be doing. You know, we're going to be doing a lot of sketching. There's a lot of sketching that's going to be happening. For example, this one up here, I mean, if we're to go somewhere along this design, which is, you know, a lot of shading there, a little bit of shading there, and like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect because, well, it's what we interpret as a lotus, right? Not to mention, it's not even legal to play. It's just going to be something nice and pretty to look at. All right. We're going to draw a third one. Probably down here. And this one, like I said, well, hold on. Let's gotta make sure there's always a little pointy. It's always gotta be pointy, and then there's always that one center one, right? So everything always looks nice as long as that center one is really nice and aligned, because everything just sort of kind of comes off of that one. We're gonna do a little U here and a little, I don't know, little lean-to triangle. I don't know. We're gonna complete a little triangle just to make it look like the leaf is actually on the floor. We're gonna go this one here. And again, this is just a rough sketch because we are gonna be doing all the nice attempts right on the card itself. And just another little one in there. Sometimes a little extra one, it doesn't even hurt. You never know. And this one, a little, you know, like things always have a little reflective, little stripy thing there. You know, I'm gonna add some lines there for depth, so we know what's there. Little something. Okay. And then this, it's just a nice little lily pad. Nice little lily pad. A little there, a little bit of there. I don't know if you can see that. So, let's see. You know what? Let's also look up the original art. Black Lotus art. And that thing looks something like, let's see. Visit. All right. There we go. Show me the card. Okay. The original one, let's see. Not too bad. Let's see. It's got a little pot in the middle. You know, it's a little holes here with little seeds and what have you. That might be something that we definitely include. And let's see. It comes out this first really nice looking petal. And then this other petal comes off of it here. Kind of comes down. Let's see. Got some other one that goes up there, goes down. One up there. Shading there. Let's see, what else we got? Oh, we just fill it in with little few other ones here. Nothing there. Right here, let's see. We got a nice little big one here. There, and then not too bad. Just, you know, shading there. Got a little stem. And we just got one there, one there, one there. Little line there, a little shading here. A little shading there. A little something there. Okay. So we have what we call in the game some inspiration of what we're gonna be doing. Okay, so let me just make room for the doodles. I don't know if it was too clear, but this is also a little lily pad, you know. Lots of lily pads. Lots of lily pads. And lots of lily pads. Lots of lily pads. So I think we're gonna do a little variation of probably the original here, and then probably something along the lines of either this or we'll go here, depending where we end up, right? Depending where we end up. But let's see. The first thing we'll be doing is we're going to be looking at what all right. Okay. So we got to decide one thing we're actually doing, right? So we have to decide how it is that we're going to do the layout of the card itself, right? Do we want to have like a classic frame? Do we want to have just a nice big drawing and then just put, you know, the words over it? So those are some things we're going to decide, right? So I think one thing that we should do is we should probably we're probably gonna go full art here, and we're probably gonna make room just on the top for the name and the casting cost, right? So all right. One way to do that is we're going to just start drawing some, you know, some small lines that are just going to let us kind of do what we need to do. So I'm going to draw one tiny line here just so that everyone knows that this is where we're not going to be doing anything at, right? So we're going to be using this bottom part here. Just not sure what we're going to be putting there, right? But we're going to be putting something there. I think we will be having text, but that text is going to be somewhere. It's still going to be in this bottom third. And we're going to make sure we put a nice little line there. I think we're going to use just this portion of it. So we're just going to go here. And then this bottom part, that's what we're going to use for our text. We're going to use the most amount of canvas possible. Okay. So we'll worry about the text a little bit later. But for now, we're going to start sketching out what we're going to be doing. So like I said, I think we'll probably be doing it off center, not just in the center, even though, you know, it always depends what you want to do. But so we're going to start in the middle. Nice little pod. Just There we go. This is where we're gonna have the nice little pods. I don't know, what is it? Seeds in here? I don't know. I don't ask questions. They're there, and then even if you look at the little pictures of what they look like, you know, what a lotus looks like in real life, there's always that little centerpiece. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give it just one nice. It's gonna curve a little bit this way, and then there's the peak. All right, and then it's just gonna kind of curve down here, and right there, and we're just gonna okay. A little. All right. Nice little. All right. We're gonna go. Nice little. We're gonna now. You can make that better because we want it just to kind of curve out and just imply. There we go. Put that there. Put that there. All right. All right, and then like we just want to add kind of leaves, kind of freely. And the reason we're doing that is because, you know, copyright food. You want to make sure it's a little different. Maybe, I don't know. But let's see, one more here. Let's see. Little tiny thing here. Little thing there. Maybe there. Okay, you wanna add a little line here. What's that line at, Chewy? I have no idea why that line is there. But listen. And then we're gonna okay, and this just the stem is just gonna go into nothing, right? So I think we're good there. I think we got some good stuff here. Okay. So, got our okay. We'll decide whether we want to keep that little thing there extra, but it's, you know, symmetry. Again, I will remind continuously everyone throughout the stream, Studio Pete is where it's at. Make sure you get instrumentals on Spotify. Just so you know, that is what you have been listening to this entire time. Know that, okay? Okay. So, and I do want to point out that we are making the alpha version of it, and the reason we know that is because one, we're gonna make this in black border, and we are going to make sure that it says mono artifact. The important part is that it says mono artifact. All right, so we're gonna we are going to put a little circle there. The thing we always want to make sure that we remember is that the circle where the casting cost is a perfect circle, and the 0 is like an oblong. So we want to make sure that we put a nice little oblong to make sure that everyone knows that it's a 0. Also known as a Cheerio, huh? All right. We're gonna put our powder. We just want to make nice lettering, right? So we just want to make it go as nice, straight as possible. I will tell you right now, I'm not gonna make that old style A. I'm just gonna make the regular A that I use right now. So we're just gonna go very small, and the reason we're just doing that is because this is just how we're gonna go over it in pencil. And then we're gonna go over it in either a paint marker or in some kind of Sharpie. But just to make sure that we have our alignment in order, right? Black Lotus, 0 manas. It is a mono artifact. Okay. So I guess we're just gonna decide whether we want the text to appear in front of the art or behind the art. And we're just gonna make it go through for now. Just see what it is. We're gonna go add add 3 mana. of any single color let's see, any color, then is discarded. No, let's see. Let's put back some of that. There we go. All right, let's see. No. No. We're gonna do the same thing, but that is why we do it in pencil, so we can jot down what exactly we'll be doing. Okay. Of your let's see. All right, we'll just go with in the pool. Discarded. Tapping this artifact can be Fade. As. In. Interrupt. Okay. All right. See what you got there? We got a Lotus. Got some text. We have a casting cost. With some of this right here. All right. All right. I think we got some good stuff here. Okay. Those if we need them. I think we'll be using here today, however, is we'll be using some paint pens. And I think we'll be doing probably some black, probably some purple, probably some dark green, probably some brown, probably a little bit of white, maybe this other little weird what color is this? I don't know, this color, right? Whatever that color is, that's the color we're doing. So let's start testing out lines here. All right, I like the line there. That might be for the text here. All right, let's see what we got. Okay. I think what we'll end up doing is we're gonna put our text in ultra fine Sharpie. And that's just the text, because we just want to make sure that is just there, right? So hopefully my spelling is correct. So we're gonna go with just stroke black. There we go. Oh, see, look, we already caught a thing there, and we're gonna black. So we're gonna go Black Lotus. Okay, like I said, we're gonna go with a nice circular and a little oval right there. Okay. Then I wish we would have had a. We're gonna let the ink kind of do its thing right now. For now, right? So we're gonna go with the mono artifact. And we just want to make sure that we kind of do a nice little stroke with the marker. That's why we already went over in pencil, so we can be confident any single color of your choice to your mana pool, comma, then is this card did. Tapping. Artifact can be played as in interrupt. Period. And now we're gonna let that dry. The reason we're gonna let that dry is because after it dries, we're gonna go over it with the eraser just to get rid of the pencil marks. The pencil marks. All right. Okay, so, and then another thing, good thing about doing what we did with the sketching, we can kind of sort of go over first what we're doing on the paper before we commit to it on the card. Now, if you're already artistically inclined, you may not even need that step. You just visualize it and you just do it. Me, no. So basically I can just go over it like this. Okay. And like that. Maybe even make some ink come out on this pen, man. Really? Wow. All right, my brown. What color is this? Brown. Let's see. No. What are you? You working? All right. We got this. Kind of an orangey. We're gonna use that. I'll just. All right. We got a nice little purple. Let's see. see. Well, I'll replace that later. We're not gonna worry about the ones that don't work. Okay. Let's make sure this green one works. All right. There we go. All right, we got some green action here. Okay. Okay. So it's called a Black Lotus, but that thing is actually like a bluish purple, right? See, the problem is that let's get some of this blue here. There we go. See, I got this blue one working. I got all these other ones working. So the problem is that the planet is more of a thing, right? So it's actually more of a blue, right? The thing is, we can either go with the purple with the blue on the inside, or we can probably go. We're gonna do that over here. Here. So we can go with the blue, kind of like on the outside, you know, and then we're just. And then I'm gonna fill it in. Right, so kind of blue, right? And there, kind of blue, right? And then right. So we're gonna do that. That's definitely an option, right? We can also just go the whole thing should just be, you know. And then again, that's another thing that we can also do, right? So this is, it doesn't have to always, it doesn't have to be a solid, right? So we can always just kind of do this style where we're just gonna kind of do that, right? And just sort of right, and just sort of right, so again, it's all gonna depend. So I think what we're gonna end up doing is we're just gonna color it in solid. We're gonna go with the purple. We're gonna make it a purple flower because it's a Black Lotus. The closest one is gonna be purple, so we're gonna go with purple. And I think we're just gonna go with the whole thing, just nice, even strokes. Okay. So we're just gonna go, and then we're gonna try to actually just color the inside, right? So we're gonna go right on the inside. Start coloring it in. Right in here. Put it in. Nice and even. Nice little strokes. Something that's funny about a Black Lotus, and I just want to. I've never seen one, right? I remember that they do exist. I remember, asking the question that every Magic the Gathering, every new player asks. Hey, so what is the most powerful of all the cards? Right, and then you always get the same answer. You would get, well, of course it's the Black Lotus. And everyone says that, right? So this ends up being not really much of a mystery because everyone says and everyone knows it. But I will tell you, the first time I saw it, I didn't get it. And that's just because when I first started playing Magic, I also didn't understand the importance of certain things. For example, mana. You know what? How important card draw was? I did not realize how your life was a resource, and should be used to your advantage because there's a lot of things that you can use with your life that are very advantageous. And what's the saying? The saying is the only life that matters is the last one. So that's the only point of damage that matters. So let's go. All right. Just gonna start filling it in. And we're just gonna go with a Purple Lotus. Purple Lotus, green stem, light green background. Right. And again, I'm not trying to go on the line, but I'm trying to go just inside the line. And the reason for this is that I'm going to go over all of this with a black paint pen. And that's how we're going to give it more definition. And remember that we're doing all of this while our text is drying. And once the text is drying, then we can take our eraser and erase there we go. Okay. And just remember that it's the imperfections that are going to actually make it what it's going to be, right? So we want those imperfections. We want to make sure we get in as much as possible. Again, it's nice, small, even strokes. And like I said, any imperfection will make it better. And today I'm just making a Black Lotus, but you can make anything. You can make anything. Right? This in particular was a special request and will be a gift. The reason you want to color just inside the lines, like I said, you don't want to go over the line just yet because you want those lines to be black so that you can have some definition to what's going on. At least with what I'm, what I'm trying to do, because, jeez. All right. There. Here. All right. I'm gonna put this here. All right. Right in there. There we go. Just a few more petals. Okay, and then we're gonna change just a little bit right here because it's all right. That is the leaf petal. The petal. It's folding over on that end. All right. There we go. Okay. And color can we all right, let's see, we're gonna mark those as such. I don't know. We're gonna mark those this. I don't know. It's like an orangey color. It's fine. We want a little bit of contrast. Should I have said, hey, let's get the A little color pie wheel? Probably. Little sabes que? Sometimes we just use the colors that we like. Hey! And PD85 is on. We love it. Make sure you check out his gameplay channels. Because when I tell you that it's good, I mean it is good. Alright, let's see if we can get some of this ink paint off of this purple. Because like I said, Black Lotus is purple. Let's see. Yeah, no, I think it's going to be probably a good color to use. So, let's see, we're going to see if we can get some of it in there. All the way around. Kind of just so we get some, you know, want to get some paint right and around. Like I said, I mean, I looked up the picture. I mean, what are these, like seed pods? I don't know. But there are these little things. They're just chilling. And this is just a lighter purple to go around this area. Because like I said, all of this other space, it's going to be just black. Just so that we can have some definition. So that when someone far away says, oh, yeah, I can see it now. All right. Actually, let's... Yeah, no, I think... we should be able to start erasing some of the water in here. So, right, so we're gonna just lightly start taking away at the pencil. And if you can't get it off all the way, it won't matter because we're ultimately going to go over this anyway, so it's fine. Right? So, just want to go over the pencil marks that we did earlier. That way they're not visible and all you get is a thing. Like I said, well, I don't think I said anything, but you always want to make sure that you use some really good erasers so that you don't smudge the ink, and that's also why it's important to always wait until the ink is dry. If you're just to do it right away, then you're just going to be smudging the ink, and then, you know, why'd you even do that for? Right? What for? Okay. Don't go too much, and I want to make sure that I don't get the stem, which we're still gonna be doing. Okay. I'm gonna wait for that. Okay. Let's see. We got this green. So we're gonna go. That's right. We're gonna go dark green and then a light green in the background. All right. Let's get some ink out of this pen. There we go. Now it's coming. Okay. All right. We're going to go with the black and we're just going to start. Actually, no. We're going to go with our stem. Okay. And we are just gonna go right where we can. We're gonna right through, 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 right through. Okay, we're just gonna go right in there. Okay. Because here's the thing. Go like that. Just one low where it looks like we just well, okay, it's gonna look like that if we fill it in. Okay. Okay. We're just gonna erase some of the pencil marks. That's all we're doing. All right. Some of the stuff over here, some of the stuff here. All right. The reason why it's not too important because again, we are running over it with the marker, so it won't matter. What is important is that get the peaks. Round here. We're gonna go right over this line. All right, and now we're just gonna put our little, just a nice little outline going over the pencil. I'm gonna make sure where there was graphite that this sticks out. There we go. We're gonna, let's see. And this one's gonna come out this way. All right. I think we can run over the little empty spots. A little bit of black. We're gonna run so that everyone knows that the stem is running through here. Okay. Just want to make sure we put in some little tiny even like dots here, just to flat, just so that you know that that's the outline of the stem. Okay. Actually, I think this one might need a little purple right there. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna go back to that. What was this? Another weird purple. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're almost there, you guys. We're almost there. Cause now we just need. Basically, we need just. We're gonna do the background now. We're gonna do that. As we're trying to figure out how we're gonna do it, because we are going to basically just cover the background like this, right? So the background is just going to be all green, sort of in different directions. We're just going to sort of do an homage to the way that the original card was printed, because again, it was just Black Lotus, purple, blackish color flower, and then the background was green. So we are going to do that very simply. All right, well, we're just gonna block out the words here. All right, so we're gonna go down to the lotus. We're gonna go over, and then we're gonna make sure that we get all the way around here. And we are just going to start this, because we're going to do a little sort of like a little scribble style, because we want to just mimic, not necessarily that it's sitting like in a field or anything, because I mean, if anything, we're sort of just, you know, cheaping out on all the possible backgrounds that we could have done. But my counter argument is that no. We're just gonna pay homage to the original printing, and we're just gonna make it really pretty. Because you know what? Sometimes we just need pretty things, and everyone who's anyone already knows that the Black Lotus is an artifact, so we don't have to make it brown. Though I guess you can. Well, like at the beginning of the video, we decided, I decided that I was going to be okay with having not the original, like, you know, layout. So we already decided early on. Otherwise, we'd have gone with, you know, we would have laid out the frame of the artifact. But like I said, Anyone who knows what this card is already knows that you're dealing with a really sweet artifact. Okay. Like I said, we're just gonna do a little scribble. It doesn't even have to be perfect, because you know what? This is the background, and the less perfect it is, the better, if you ask me. All right, so right here. All right. Got here to the text, so we'll decide what we're gonna do with the text when we get there, but not exactly yet. Okay. Going all the way around. That's my dog. Let me take him out. Hold on. Quick break. Go outside this way. All right. Back to painting the grassy background. Right. This way. But it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, like I said, the least perfect, probably the better. All right. Go this way. Color it in. Right. And then we're gonna go in there. Go there. probably just go right here in this empty little space. Go all. All right. Okay. Okay, so let's see. How are we gonna make this pop and or be better? No, we're gonna let it dry first. A little bit. All right. Does this marker go over this real fast? Go. All right. Okay. Let's see. How fine can I write? Let's see. Ooh. I think we're gonna. Should we do it? Because my only argument is, do we want to go over the Black Lotus part just so that it's really nice and poppy? Yeah, we'll do it. But we're gonna do it very, very, very carefully. Okay. All right. So, actually, I think we're almost done. One thing we have to do here is probably see about adding a little bit of. The text needs something that's gonna let it just sort of keep using the word pop, but you know, just want something that's gonna let it do its thing. So I might need to just quickly retrieve something. I will. Let's see. I'll be right back. see what I can do. Something about text is that right. Let's see. What rating do we have here? Give me. Okay. All right. I retrieved a nice little brown. The reason we use brown is because we're gonna basically pay homage to the fact that this is an artifact. So we're just gonna use a colored pencil. The reason we use the colored pencil is because, well, we are going to just use something that we can use sort of a more of a background color, and that way the art stands out, right? We want the art to stand out as much as possible, and the way to do that is to make sure that the area where the text is nice and different. Let's move all of these pencils out of the way. First we're going to do a little bit gray, but then I decided that we're going to have to just find a nice brown. All right. So on this part, it's obviously white. We're just going to kind of go in a little bit harder, kind of to create a border. And all right. All right, I think we're gonna almost call it. This is coming out really good. I am super happy about how the way this ended up. And just keep coloring that in. Okay, what is this? We're just gonna write down JM 2022. And that, my friends, is how we make one. All right. Let's start taking away all the stuff that we don't want. There you go, my friends. That is a Black Lotus token with a Magic the Gathering back. Let me know if you like that. We can definitely make more. We can always make more. We always make more of any kind. Doesn't have to be this one. And yeah, don't join me on my stream next time. Again, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch. MTGchuy. Come get some action. Arena and/or art.